Good evening. We are live in a small Kentucky town, moments away from joining the Tennessee Wraith Chasers as they investigate what is widely known as one of the most haunted places in all of the South. Welcome to Octagon Hall. This is Haunted Live. I'm Jesse Blaze Snyder here at Octagon Hall in Franklin, Kentucky with the Tennessee Wraith Chasers for the first in a weekly series of live paranormal investigations. And helping the team out on their mission tonight is you. Head over to the Travel Channel's Facebook page where our feed is streaming live now from inside Octagon Hall. Help shape tonight's investigation by reporting anything unusual you see or hear in the comments section or on Twitter using the hashtag HauntedLive. Later, we'll check in with our friend James McDaniel, who's here in our Social Command Center monitoring your comments and sharing updates with the Tennessee Wraith Chasers during their investigation. But first, let's talk about this building behind me, the infamous Octagon Hall. Once a safe house for Confederate fighters, this 8-sided home has untold numbers of slaves, soldiers, and civilians all buried on the grounds, making it a sanctuary for the supernatural.
Even before construction was completed in 1859, Octagon Hall was marred by tragedy.
Owner Andrew Jackson Caldwell's wife, Lizzie, tragically died before they could move into their new home, and she was buried on the grounds.
Their daughter, Mary Elizabeth, joined her in a makeshift cemetery at the age of 12 when she died in a horrific accident.
Mary Elizabeth passed away by catching her clothing on fire in the basement. She was in the winter kitchen. It engulfed her very quickly.
Witnesses have reported seeing toys moving around in Mary Elizabeth's bedroom. Some visitors have even said that they felt the child's hand grab them. Could it be Mary looking for someone to try to help ease her pain?
One of the most profound experiences was we came up with a photograph of Mary Elizabeth's mother. I placed it on the wall, and a young girl right in my ear yelled, "Mommy!"
Octagon Hall is probably one of the most haunted places in the Tennessee, Kentucky area. It's almost like the whole house is still alive.
During the Civil War, Octagon Hall actually doubled as a hospital and a hideout for Confederate troops.
It's been said above the bedroom in the attic that there's an unsettled spirit of a soldier known to some as Edward. Edward's leg was nearly shot off. He managed to escape, and he made his way to Octagon Hall. By the time it was safe for him to come out of hiding, he had already bled out. To this day, people say they can still hear Edward dragging his gnarled leg around.
You know, almost everybody that steps foot in Octagon Hall has had some sort of paranormal experience. Shadowy figures, dark entities are legendary at Octagon Hall.
I was upstairs in the dining room. All of a sudden, there's a man standing there with his arm reached up. He looked just like a Civil War soldier, but the side of his face is actually burned off and missing. I just took off and ran.
It's going to be an intense night. Now, before Chris, Doogie, Porter, Brandon, and Mike G head inside to face the unknown, there's one thing they always do to protect themselves. Guys?
Well, we never do a paranormal hotspot without first giving the big man a good fist bump. That's just another way of saying having a little word of prayer. We got to get some protection. We got to get that armor of light, guys. So, Brandon, you want to do the honors?
Definitely.
Bring it in, guys.
Okay, bring it in. Dear Lord, we thank you for the night that you've given us, and we pray that you would protect us from anything that could be evil or that could harm us, Lord. But most of all, help us to honor, glorify, and praise you, and be with the people on the East Coast going through Hurricane Florence, and protect them and have mercy on them, dear God. In Jesus' name we pray these things. Save the lost for Christ's sake. Amen.
Amen. All right, guys.
Go, boys. Now, Porter and Brandon will be the first team to enter Octagon Hall. Chris and Doogie, where are they going?
Well, we're going to send them up to the upstairs bedroom. It was converted into a makeshift hospital during the Civil War. There was actually a lot of soldiers that passed away in this room, so hopefully they'll get a lot of activity.
All right, and where are you two guys going to hold up?
Actually, we're going to go down to the winter kitchen. That's where little Mary Elizabeth, she actually caught fire down there and died days later.
Are there any safety concerns going into a house like this?
Well, you know, there is one claim of a dark, shadowy figure that's been giving them a little bit of trouble here. It usually stays in the basement, but it's kind of transient around the house. But it's said to be very protective of its area, so maybe we'll run into him.
Yeah. This dark entity, everybody says it's very aggressive, and the way it manifests is in a dark shadow figure, so we're definitely going to have to keep our eye on this thing tonight.
That's a bit scary. Protect yourselves. All right, so what are we hoping to learn from the spirits in this house tonight?
Well, you know, we just want to find out if they're trapped, and if so, why they're trapped. If there's anything that we can do to help them. Do they have any unfinished business? And I don't know about you, man, but I'd really like to try to communicate with this shadow figure, see if we can figure out why it's so angry.
Yeah.
Well, good luck in there, guys.
All right, brother.
We'll check in with you a little bit later, but now let's join Porter and Brandon live inside the hospital room.
Ready as soon as they come in.
It feels kind of heavy.
You know what? I mean, but you can smell it. I mean, it's like these old places like this. They just have so much energy and so much of the past just stored in it. You know, in the wood and the stone. You know, and this, you just, it's like you can feel it transition as you come up. Let's go into the hospital room.
Yeah. Well, it feels warmer already.
It definitely is warmer.
Wow.
Man, can you imagine what it was like in here, though? You had hundreds of soldiers that came in these rooms, and they were in these beds. They were injured. Hundreds of them died. I mean, they had amputations in here. They were here in agony, laying here waiting to die, waiting for the Union soldiers to come in and take them or something. I mean, you know, can you imagine what it felt like?
Oh, man. It's the pain, the tragedy.
Well, let's jump into our investigation. Let's do that because we don't have a lot of time. So, we've got a vertical periscope right here on this wheelchair. I'm going to go ahead and turn on this Ovilus and get it started while we're in here too.
I've got the geophone. It measures vibration, EMF, electromagnetism, and picks up on temperature changes. So
Perfect, perfect.
I'll lay that here. Whoa. Let that settle.
All right. My name is Porter. This is my friend Brandon. We came up the road a little ways to talk to you. Try to find out who you are, what you are in here. So can you come out here and touch one of these meters and just let me know that you're here. Let us know that you're here with us. That way we can start this conversation with you and you can talk to us. We've got a word already in the Ovilus.
Oh, really?
Fate.
Fate?
Fate. So, are you already trying to tell us something here? Can you tell us your name? We know a few names. Can you tell us that?
We heard of a soldier named Edward. Edward, are you in here with us? If you are, can you come up and say your name on this device or touch this meter right here? It'll light up. It'll light up and make noise.
I can only imagine what it was like here. Can you, if you can't touch a meter, if you don't understand those yet, can you do this? Can you knock on something for me? Like this.
Now let's check in with Chris and Doogie, who are heading to the winter kitchen.
All right.
Things are already shooting up, man.
We already got some stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's the vibe down here, brother.
Man, it's heavy, you know? Look at this. Shooting up to a 1.0.
All right, let's go in this summer kitchen here, or winter kitchen, rather. You could use it in the summer if you like.
Yeah, this is where they said, look at that, where young Mary Elizabeth got burned down here in the fireplace.
Yeah, no, that's the actual fireplace right here.
Look. Dude, that's nuts.
Let's set up this. Got a periscope on a checkerboard. We got the Ovilus rolling.
You got the millimeter that's been going nuts ever since we've been going down the steps. Mary Elizabeth, look at that, look. Oh,
Clockwise
Mary,
and dust.
Can you back off? Thank you. Mary Elizabeth, is this you trying to speak with us? We heard you got burned down here very badly, and I know that was awful, especially for someone as young as you. Were you in pain?
Mary, sweetie, we just want to come down here and we want to talk to you. We got some toys here on the table. Is this the fireplace that you were playing near? Is that one of the last things you remember?
Nuts, man. Blip.
We've got a K2 blip over here on the table. This really just reads electromagnetic fields and the levels they're in. Doogie's going crazy on the procs.
Can you back off for me? Thank you. Mary, we want to know how to help you. We would like to know what's going on with you.
Coming up, the team will use personal belongings from some of those who died inside the house to draw out the spirits still trapped within. And during the break, our webcams will continue to stream live on Facebook. So stay with us. Welcome back to Haunted Live, where the Tennessee Wraith Chasers are investigating one of the most haunted homes in the South, Octagon Hall. We'll head inside in a minute, but first, let's check in with Wraith Chaser Mike G, who is at the evidence analysis area. Mike, what are you looking for tonight, Mike?
What we got going on right here, we got 4 cameras located in all the hot spots of the building. So what we're looking for is any kind of anomalies in the room, whether it be orbs, whether it be lights. Of course, we have the shadow figure that's down in the basement. So what we need to do is look for any kind of variations in light, in shadows, any unexplained movement in the rooms they're investigating, as well as the rooms they're not in. Between myself and you, the viewers, we're going to have a mass number of eyes on all the hot spots here in Octagon Hall.
Mike, exactly how haunted is this place?
Oh man, there's been a history of hauntings in this place for years. We got a couple cool photos here, some nice outside shots. This one here is one of the upper story windows, so you know it's not a reflection of the photographer. But this one, the doorway to the basement. Is this the infamous shadow figure that's lurking on down there? Maybe tonight we'll find out. Together we'll pull together our magic and draw them out.
Thank you, Mike. Remember, you can join the investigation right now on Travel Channel's Facebook page, where you can watch our exclusive live feed from inside Octagon Hall. While Chris and Doogie continue their investigation down in the basement, let's check in with Porter and Brennan in the hospital room, where an untold number of Civil War soldiers are said to have perished there.
Like I'm an injured soldier. So I'm gonna get into bed like I'm being cared for.
So I'm gonna have my eyes on the meters. Look at that.
Man, I can't imagine what it was like. Laying here, in pain, staring at the ceiling, knowing that the enemy was outside coming to get you. And there's nothing you can do to defend yourself. You're stuck here. We want to help you. We want to get your story out. We want to help you to be able to communicate with everyone. We're not going to harm you. We're not here to take you captive. We're your friends. You know, laying here where hundreds of people laid and died. I mean, just this energy is amazing. It's like, it's amazing, but it's heavy. What leg was injured? Edward? We hear you were shot in the leg. Help us to help you.
Well, if I lay one of the meters.
Whoa. There was a light right there on the wall. Where did that come from?
Where was it?
It was just right across, it went like up the wall. Like it didn't go across like it was something from the outside. It went up the wall.
Really? Can you try to manifest for us again, show up? I know it may take a lot of energy, but give it a try for us.
What was that? Can you do it again? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to manifest? Are you trying to move around the room and figure out who we are? We're just some old Tennessee boys. This device right here.
Now, Chris and Doogie are in the winter kitchen. Let's check in with them.
All right, man, you want to try to do a little burst session? See if we can get some EVPs?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You got it?
Yeah, if it wasn't dark in here. All right, you ready? Mary, are you here with us?
Mary, my name's Chris. This is my friend Doogie. We're here to help. Is there anything that we can do for you, sweetie?
Can you tell us how old you are?
What was a little something right there?
13.
Did it say 13?
It said 13.
Can you replay it real quick?
Are you here with us? Larry, my name's Curtis. This is my friend Doogie. We're here to help. Is there anything that we can do for you, sweetie? Can you tell us how old you are?
13.
13.
13 years old.
Oh, you know, I think she was, how old was she? I think she was like 12.
12 or 13.
Maybe she was 13.
That's crazy.
Well, cool, man. I think if you want to, let's wrap this up, go up to her room, and see if we can find some stuff.
Yeah. Mary, if you're with us, let's go upstairs. Will you follow us? Can you do that?
Come on, sweetie.
Coming up, the investigation moves up into the attic, where a Confederate soldier hid for 3 days before finally bleeding to death. Will the Wraith Chasers encounter his spirit? Stick around and find out. Welcome back. We're live with the Tennessee Wraith Chasers, who are investigating haunted Octagon Hall. So far tonight, the team has tried to make contact with the spirits of Civil War soldiers and with a dark entity said to loom inside the basement's winter kitchen. Now, they're getting ready to go even deeper into the home. Join them.
Brandon, I'm going to try to make contact with Edward up here in the attic, okay?
All right, I'll be down here to let you know if I see anything.
Okay, brother, holler at me.
All right.
All right. We've got boots hanging there. I'm going to set up the shadow detection on the millimeter. You know, it's hot, but it feels heavy up here. I can't imagine what it was like for someone to be up here hiding out, knowing that at any moment the enemy outside could come in and find you.
And bleeding out, too.
Edward, my name is Porter. What I'm doing is I'm turning on the shadow detection millimeter. And what you can do is you can move around. And if you break the beam, it's going to go off. It's going to let me know you're here. Okay? So let that settle down. Edward, I'm just another good old Tennessee boy. You don't have to be afraid of me. I know you were up here, you were injured, you're shot in the leg. I can only imagine how painful it must have been for you hiding up here, not knowing if you were going to be captured. I know that Andrew Caldwell was very helpful to you hiding you up here in the attic. What was that? Edward, is that you moving around? I've got these boots right here. You can come out and you can have those boots. I know that you bled to death up here because you cut your boot off of your leg. And you bled to death up here, you died. You can have those boots. Come on out. Talk to me.
Now let's go to Chris and Doogie in the bedroom of little Mary Elizabeth.
Instantly shot up at the top of the stairway. Shot to like a 45.
Oh man, that thing's hot tonight.
Just like these rooms.
All right, here we go. Mary Elizabeth's bedroom.
This is the place right here. This is...
All right, we got a 360 right here.
Yeah.
And as I'm told, dude, this is one of Mary Elizabeth's dresses right here on the bed.
Nice. We got this cool dollhouse as well right here. So hopefully either the dress or the dollhouse, maybe we can get some responses.
Dude, look at this picture of Mary Elizabeth.
Oh, dude, that's great. Look at that. Look. It's one of those ones like when you move, it looks like it's watching you, man. That's creepy.
She does not look like a very happy toddler. I'm going to go over here, brother.
Okay.
All right, we got a K2, we got an Ovulus.
Got the Ovulus rolling. Nice.
I'm going to set this flashlight.
What?
Bye, we just got here.
I was like, bye. Look, 1.2. What does that say?
Censures.
Censures?
We got to brush up on our English.
Censures? Cinctures?
While the guys continue their investigation, let's check in with our friend James McDaniel in our social command center to find out what the people at home are saying. James?
Thanks, Jesse. We are here at the Social Media Command Center outside of Octagon Hall, and we've been getting some incredible feedback from you guys tonight on the Facebook Live. We've been hearing, first of all, people have been going crazy about the orb activity in the hospital room. We've had a number of people say they've been seeing figures move in front of the fireplace, and a lot of people have been talking about seeing the boots move in the attic on a number of occasions. All right, thank you guys so much. Join us on Twitter. Back to you, Jesse.
Thanks a lot, James. Now let's head back inside where Porter has volunteered to go it alone in a risky solo session, investigating the secret hiding place of a Confederate soldier, exactly where he drew his final breath.
Over here, this antenna. You can touch this antenna right here. If you walk over here to me, you can touch this antenna. Let me know you're here. I'm going to turn on this other device. This device can make words from your energy. All you've got to do is use your energy as what?
Elemental.
Elemental? What are you trying to tell me? Whoa, what was that? Are you up here with me? What are you doing up here? What is your name? I'm trying to make contact with Edward. Measure? What are you measuring?
Camera.
There are cameras here. You can walk in front of the cameras. It's okay. You can walk in front of this device and set it off. Just like that. It'll beep. It's not going to hurt you.
Now let's get back to Chris and Doogie in Mary Elizabeth's bedroom.
Go off. Can you hit that? Oh, it hit it.
We got a hit over here. All right, we're getting a little
Just
game
come-
action here with Mary.
Here, I'll back up so you got a clear path if I don't break something here.
Please don't break
All you got to
anything.
do is run over here and hit this.
Whoa. That's
Really?
awesome. Now, can you hit the K2 again for us, baby? Or the flashlight? Or this little round guy right here? We call this a 360. Oh, we got a hit on the K2.
Did it go?
Can you come back over here to Doogie?
Can you do this right here? Oh, hit that again.
You're doing great. I like this game.
Oh,
Look.
There you go.
Very
There you
cool.
go.
You're doing great, sweetie. We got another blip.
Come here. Maybe she's third of our antics. Just come to this meter.
What'd you do? Drop your sweat rag?
Drop my sweat rag. Can't see.
Very irresponsible of you. Can you tell us, Mary, on this device right here on your dress, if there's anything that we can do to help you? What do you need? You need a toy? You need something to eat? What would you like? Just want to find out why you're still here.
Look, 1.2, 1.0.
You're jumping?
Yeah. It's also 82 degrees in here.
Yeah, it's warm. Whoa, here we go. Thank you, sweetie.
Thanks. What does that say? Trace?
Trace.
Same thing. Come on, sweetheart.
Are you afraid of the shadow figure?
When we return, we'll check back in with Porter in the attic and see who may be up there with him. And later, we'll be exploring some more of the evidence you are finding on our live feed at Travel Channel's Facebook page. Better stay tuned. Welcome back to Haunted Live. Let's get right back into Octagon Hall, where Porter is up in the attic trying to make contact with the lingering spirit of a Confederate soldier who bled to death after being shot in the leg.
Those boots are yours. I know you have to be still worried about it. If you still think the war's going on, I know you have to be in fear, but you don't have to be. Do you have some friends up here with you? Or is there something else that's keeping you up here? Something darker? Something more intense than fear? You can come with me. I'll go downstairs in a few minutes, and you can come with me. You don't have to stay up here in this attic. Are you tapping on something? Can you do that again? Like this? If you'll do that, this little pod right here on this cross brace, it's going to light up. Porter Duke.
That's definitely a radio. Come on, Porter.
What you guys got going on down there?
Man, from all the way from the winter kitchen downstairs all the way over to Mary's room, man, we're having some pretty cool activity going, man. What about yourself?
Man, I've had a couple things going on up here, but it's not super active, so let's meet up in the master.
Copy that. We'll meet you over there here in just a minute.
10-4.
Meeting in the...
Now let's check in with Mike G, who's analyzing all of the activity we've been seeing tonight. What have you uncovered, Mike?
We're having a substantial amount of activity here tonight at Octagon Hall. Starting off in the winter kitchen, Doogie and Chris got a nice EVP saying 13 down there. Was that Mary Elizabeth telling us her age? After moving up to her bedroom, From out here, it appears that she'd maybe follow them up there because they're having some nice on-command meter activity. But we want to remind you, this is your investigation as well. Keep your eyes peeled because possibly you're going to catch something that we are missing. Jesse?
Nice work, guys. Now let's get back inside Octagon Hall, where the rest of the team are regrouping in the master bedroom.
All right. All right, let's get on into the master here.
All right. Well,
Man.
we're going to set this up. I'm just going to restart this because you know how it is.
Yeah, just reset it. Go.
What's up, brother?
What's going on?
What's up?
How you feeling?
I'm hot.
I think that's throughout the whole house.
Man,
It's
Let's
warm.
see if we
it's
can
gotten
get
warmer
some.
here at night than when it was during the day.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I know. It's crazy.
I don't know if it's a paranormal fire or what.
What?
What is it?
What do you say?
It said might and name.
Night and name. Well,
What do you think?
what do you think?
I don't know, man. I mean, it seems like we were getting some pretty good stuff over there in Mary Elizabeth's room.
Yep.
I mean, we were getting some good responses there. It seemed like, you know, we were playing a little game with Mary. She was
Oh,
going
yeah.
to the K2.
She's playing tag
hitting
with us
K2,
again.
Really?
Hitting Doogie's mail, going back and forth.
Oh, that's
and then we also figured out through conversation, we think that this shadow figure could possibly have been a Confederate soldier, and it's more of a protective type of entity.
Very well could be. I know that I was up in the attic trying to make contact with Edward up there. I did see a mist, and I heard something moving around up there. Never did really get anything concrete, but I mean, it seemed to be wanting to communicate, but it's almost like he was fearful. So,
Well, both times, man, we got protective.
Yeah,
The
we
shadow
did.
figure.
Twice.
Like it-
Downstairs and up.
Like it almost protects Mary Elizabeth.
You guys want to go in Mary Elizabeth's room and finish it out?
let's do it.
I say let's
Do it, man.
I told Edward to come on down and follow us and meet you guys, so maybe he'll come with us.
Yeah. Did you guys notice the picture on the bed? That's the Codwells.
That's
Oh,
a-
yeah.
It's the owners of the place.
Andrew Jackson Cole.
AJ Caldwell right there.
When we come back, we'll see what kind of activity the guys get inside little Mary Elizabeth's room. And remember, you can join the team by checking out the exclusive live feed from inside Octagon Hall at Travel Channel's Facebook page. Stay glued. Welcome back to Haunted Live, where the Tennessee Wraith Chasers are in Octagon Hall, inside the haunted nursery of Mary Elizabeth, where the team is trying to communicate with the spirit that resides there. Let's get right back into the action.
All right, guys, you want to do a quick burst session
Let's do it.
before we start the portal? Yep. All right. All right, Mary. This is me, Chris, again. We got a couple other guys. We got Doogie and Porter. Is there anything that you'd like to say to us, sweetie?
Can we help you?
Can you tell us what happened to you?
Tell us the name of the dark shadow figure. All right, let's check it.
All right, Mary. This is me, Chris, again. We got a couple other guys. We got Doogie and Porter. Is there anything that you'd like to say to us, sweetie? Can we help you? Can you
No.
tell us
What?
happened to you?
No.
Tell us the name of the dark shadow figure.
And a name.
Yeah.
All right, Mary. This is me, Chris, again. We got a couple other guys. We got Doogie and Porter. Is there anything that you'd like to say to us, sweetie? Can we help you?
No.
Can you tell us what happened to you? Tell us the name of the dark shadow figure.
I can't make it
scratchy
out.
in there,
I can't
yeah.
make it out, but there's something there.
Well,
No.
I tell you what, since that's a little rough, let's see if they can come through our box right here and see if they can talk with us. Okay, Mary, if you can come in here, you, the shadow figure, Edward, anybody that needs to communicate with us, tell the world your story. Here's your chance.
Whoa.
Okay.
Mary, are you here with us?
Mary, honey, we don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk to you.
Okay.
Okay? Your dress is right here on the bed.
It's very, very pretty.
Did I say get out of my room?
Yes. What is that?
Yeah.
Get out of my room.
Yeah.
Do you want your dress?
I want it. And we got a K2 hit.
Can you pick
Mary-
it up?
Mary, I know that you got caught on fire and you burned downstairs and you laid in this bed and you died here. This dress could replace the one you got burned in.
I'm not wearing it.
You can put this on if you want to.
Yeah, this one.
They say shadow?
Mary, you can pick it up right now. Go ahead and try. We have a little device right here. It's not going to hurt you. Can you tell us what color this dress is?
Okay.
Do you guys just feel a little vibration?
In the floor?
In the floor.
My feet?
Can you see us?
Did you feel it?
Mary, is there someone else here with us too?
I tell you, whoever we are talking to, can you tell us your name?
Who?
You.
Yeah, you.
You?
What is your name?
Sound like an elephant. Edward, is this you, brother?
Edward, you follow me downstairs? You don't have to be scared.
Is the shadow man in here? Shadow?
Run.
Say run.
The investigation of Octagon Hall will continue when Haunted Live returns. Don't run away. Welcome back to Haunted Live, where the Tennessee Wraith Chasers are right in the middle of an intense investigation inside Octagon Hall. Let's go back inside to Mary Elizabeth's room.
Who's in here? Who's in here? What's your name? Is Mary in here too? What?
I want to talk to the Dark Shadow entity, the one that is said to be a protector from what we understand. If that's you in here with us, can you move the dress just to let us know that you're here?
That same voice seems to be...
Quickly, let's check in now with James McDaniel in our Social Command Center. James, can you tell us what the social audience has been seeing?
Thanks a lot, Jesse. It has been amazing interacting with all you viewers tonight on the Facebook Live, and we've been seeing activity in almost every room. Not so much the winter kitchen, but there's been a lot of activity around the fireplace. In the hospital room, there have been a lot of people talking about a deep energy and a giant orb that keeps reappearing up in the attic in the back left. And of course, we're all creeped out by what's going on in Mary's room. We've had over a half dozen viewers on Facebook and on Twitter say they've actually seen a doll move. I'm not exactly sure if it's the doll on the left or the one on the bottom right, but we've seen a lot of activity up there. And so join us, Facebook Live. You can watch all 4 feeds. And thanks a lot for all the activity on Twitter. Back to you, Jesse.
Fascinating. Thanks, James. It's been quite a night already. Now, let's get back inside and see what's happening inside Mary Elizabeth's room.
So it said Mary's here, and then that just said fire.
Fire. Yeah. So, man, I mean, you want to turn that thing off? I think we've pretty much got the answers that we need, guys. I mean, it seems to me like one thing we figured out tonight is whatever dark entity is roaming here, it seems to be a protector.
Yep.
Maybe it's protecting Mary.
I would agree with that because both the statement we got downstairs and here, I think he's roaming around trying to maybe protect her from outside beings because we don't know who the entity got hateful with or people made it sound like he's mean.
Right.
Who knows who that was with? Maybe they were in here doing something they shouldn't have been.
Right.
You know, and I was upstairs, you know, and I had a mist move around up there, and, you know, I had a little bit of shadow detection interaction, but not a lot this time. But, you know, Edward would have been up there, he'd have been hiding out, so he would have been fearful. So if he didn't know that the war was over, he may still be hiding out up there.
Yeah, man, I think you're right, brother. I think right here, I mean, I think whatever's here, I think Mary could possibly still be here. We don't know. We've gotten a lot of interaction with her, but she seems to be okay. I mean, that makes me feel a little bit better about things, and it seems like she's got somebody here that cares about her, that's protecting her. I mean, you know, we have no certainty here, but just reading off of the evidence and what we're getting.
We're getting fired, Mary several times.
All the
Been a good
stories,
night, guys.
all the stories we've heard about the little girl,
Yep.
this nails it down right here. This is her home.
I mean, she did answer no to us helping us, or her
right.
us
Yep.
helping her.
More than half a century after the Civil War, Octagon Hall is still in the midst of its own paranormal battle. But for tonight, we're one step closer to understanding the spirits that reside here. Thanks for joining us on this historic night. And check out an exclusive post-hunt interview with the Wraith Chasers on Facebook Live. For now, good night from Octagon Hall.